Half this episode's going to be figuring out how to get us to sync the video.
It's going to be fine.
Different
I believe in you. I believe in you. So I'm going to say what? I'm going to say 1, 2, 3.
All right.
Oh, I thought the intro was part of the trailer. I was thinking it was going to be a really cool artistic concept.
Vous voyez bien que c'est pas un vêtement banal.
Okay, so far it seems to be a movie about a guy who has the... Oh, yeah, it is a movie about a guy who has the worst coat in the world.
Why do all foreign films look like they're set in a saloon?
Yeah.
Right?
C'est quoi?
I'm pretty sure they're speaking French. It really focuses on the tassels on the jacket.
So many tassels, yeah.
Tu me fais confiance ou pas?
It's definitely something about the jacket.
Yeah.
Oh, there's mountains there.
Oh, okay. And he's a serial killer?
That took a turn.
Yeah, he's becoming more... Seems like he's becoming more confident. Like he's a fledgling serial killer who discovers his identity.
Maybe it's a trophy jacket and each of the tassels is from a different kill.
Oh, good call.
Maybe the jackets are made of people.
Juste cool.
Oh, good call. That that might be it.
I'd be so upset if I was murdered and I got turned into a jacket with fringe on it like that.
Oh, that jacket, yeah. Especially if you were only like the tassels. You don't even get to be a good part of the jacket. If you took those tassels off, it might be a good jacket. What country do you reckon this was from? Is it French? It sounded a little French. Is it racist that I assumed that?
They don't... Well, what I'm about to say is probably racist. They're not they're not well dressed enough for this to be in France, I don't think.
Oh, that's a good call.
This seems like Russian or German or something. Somewhere they don't care about how they look.
It could be somewhere French adjacent.
Yeah, okay. Maybe like Ukraine or I don't know where that is.
Yeah, the fashion and the penchant for killing is very Ukrainian, I feel, but I don't think the language was sharp enough. There's a lot of countries outside of France that are French speaking, but a lot of those are in Africa, and the style definitely wasn't African.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, and I'm not brave enough to make any jokes about Africa.
All of my assumptions about Russia and Russians are based on like one Russian dude who stole a table from me at a resort one time.
Yeah.
Are you guys hoping that if you just name every country that eventually you'll stumble upon the one that it is? You can be like, yeah, we said that.
Yeah, well, it could be an Australian. Well, it's not because it's foreign, but it could be American or British or Spanish.
I'm going to say Icelandic, just to...
Could be Icelandic, yeah. Norway, Finland.
It's cold
South
there,
Africa.
I think. I'm not sure if it's actually cold in this movie or I just think it's cold because I'm cold right now.
Can I get a recap of what we think the plot is now? And also, you're spending a lot of time trying to figure out the country this is. You know, the aim of this isn't to figure out where it is, it's what it is, right?
I think Jayde's on the money. It's a dude who kills people and turns their skin into the jacket.
Yeah.
So is it just the jacket? Do you think the jacket gets progressively bigger and more? Like,
I think so. He's trying to build an overcoat.
And so the title of the movie, Deerskin, would be a pun because it's not deerskin, it's human.
It's dear to him.
That's it. That's it. I think we've done it.
I'm going to log off now. Good talk, guys.
I got a vibe from the beginning, that very first scene where they're in the bar, where he says something to them and then they say something back to him. And he looks down at the jacket like they just said, like, that jacket sucks. And he's like, what? Like,
yeah, he was hitting on her maybe. And they're like, not in that jacket, dude.
Yeah, he's like, do you like the jacket? And they were like, oh, not really. And he's like, well, that's funny because you are the jacket in half an hour.
Josh, I have never been more confident about anything in my entire life.
Oh, I didn't notice that. There's tassels all down his pants.
C'est juste cool.
T'es sûr?
Hey, maybe I think we're wrong. I think he made himself more pants and not her a jacket. That's the only part I think we're wrong about. I think the rest of it we nailed.
Man, I was so angry at the jacket, and that was before I saw the pants with the tassels. I don't know. I might be pulling a little bit away from the human jacket. We've invested so much. I think it's the pants have really thrown me.
The only hole in this theory that I can see is that, like, if he's out killing people wearing a tassel jacket and pants, he's not trying to fly under the radar. Because if you're the only dude in town fully covered in tassels and someone's like, oh yeah, I saw a weird dude like covered in tassels around where the murder happened.
Yeah, you can't.
You got to get caught really quick.
Yeah, it was the tassels guy. That's the first thing you tell the police.
Yeah, I don't know what color hair he had, but he was covered in tassels.
Yeah, did he have any facial marks, blemishes? Or, no, he had 1,000 tassels on his jacket and pants.
And the cops will be like, Barry.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, it's the guy we've been suspicious of ever since we saw him one time.
All right, let me know when you've got the one with subs queued up.
I'm so excited.
Vous parlez de mon blouson?
It's definitely about the jacket. I'm so convinced we're right.
Yeah, it's looking good for us so far. Killer style, hey.
We're so right.
C'est quoi?
The excavator too.
The trailer's not explaining a lot about the really weird things.
Yeah. I mean, when he said killer style, that seems...
I'm convinced. I think we've nailed this.
Ouais, cool le pantalon.
Juste cool.
T'es sûr?
T'as bien regardé là? Bah oui. Ouais.
I reckon we're close.
Okay, so you think you've nailed it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
all right.
I'm confident.
I know we've nailed it.
It is French, so Dalton. Now, the jacket is deerskin. It is a deerskin jacket made out of deer.
Disappointing.
Are you going to spoil the movie? Because I want to see it.
I'm not going to spoil it. I don't know the whole movie to spoil it. Yeah, it is a deerskin jacket. So you're not correct on the human bit, but you're not too far off. He is a recent divorcee who becomes obsessed with a vintage fringed deerskin jacket that begins to exert an uncanny hold on him. So it's like a magic deerskin jacket that I think maybe gives him some kind of vague superpowers, but also makes him a crazy person. He tells them that he wants to become an independent filmmaker, and I suppose it goes from being independent film to him committing a bunch of crimes.
So he makes a snuff film.
There
Possibly.
is so much going on in this movie.
You say there's a lot going on. There's a lot less going on than the version that you created. Well, you guys thought it was like a transcontinental human murdering jacket making fashion designer who fell in love with a lady in a town in a vague country and then had to murder more people to make more clothing.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, it is insane that we thought he was making her a jacket.
That is the craziest bit. I have no idea at what point you thought it focused on the pants. Just watching it again. At no point did I notice pants.
Well, it was just the sheer number of tassels. I'm like the